Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study the new chapter, that is Drug Price Control Order. Shortly it is called as DPCO. So this act was started by central government in 1995. This act was started with in excess of the powers confirmed by the Section 3 of the Essential Commodities Act 1955. So DPCO 1955 was replaces the DPCO 1987. So in 1987 some new drug policies are announced. So it was replaced the old policy. New drug policy announced in September 1994 again has taken into consideration while drafting this new order. Substantial changes have been made to make the price control procedure more transparent. Means to everyone the price control, how the price you are going to fix for the product, that is the main aim of this act. So again it was revised in 1994. Some important provisions appeared in DPCO 1995 are as follows, which means the important provisions means exemption from price control to new bulk drugs produced through indigenous research. So by any new research the new bulk drug has produced, means for that how the price has to be fixed. Simplifying the forms and information to be submitted. So if you have a fixing the price for the new product, means how you are fixing, what method you are applying, for that you have to give the information. Next, reducing the number of forms from 9 to 6, means before in the previous amendment it was you have to, for a new product if you are fixing the price, means you should submit 9 forms. So that they have reduced to 6 forms. Stipulation of the time limits of 2 months for deciding application for price revision of formulation and 4 months for bulk drug. So for a new product the price approval has to be done in 2 months, and for bulk drug it has to be in the 4 months. So the main objects of the act is to achieve adequate production, to secure and regulate the equitable distribution, to maintain and increase the supply of bulk drugs and formulations, to make these available at fair prices. Means first the increased production of the drug or any substance has to be done. Then equitable distribution, means equal distribution to everyone has to be done. Next, maintenance increase the supply of bulk drug and formulation. So the maintenance and bulk increase in the supply to the other person also done in the bulk drug and finished formulation, and to make these available at fair prices, means at the lower cost everyone has to get it. That is the main object of this act. Some important definitions are bulk drug. It means any pharmaceutical, chemical, biological or plant product including its salt, esters, stereoisomers and derivatives conforming to pharmacopoeial or other standards specified in the second schedule of the Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940, and which is used as such or as an ingredient in any formulation. This is the definition of the bulk drug. So these definitions they may ask in 2 marks, but from this chapter the important question is how we are going to fix the retail price of the product, that is for 5 marks. Next is ceiling price. It means a price fixed by the government for scheduled formulations according to the provisions of DPCO. So suppose ceiling price means it will be fixed for that formulation. Suppose now in the trend of corona the government has fixed price for the sanitizers, then you should not sell at lesser cost also or more cost also from the fixed price, that is a ceiling price. Next is the dealer. Dealer means a person carrying on the business of purchase or sale of the drugs, whether as a wholesaler or retailer, including his agent. He is called as a dealer. Next, distributor. Distributor means distribution of drugs, or his agent or a stockist appointed by the manufacturer or an importer for stocking his drugs for resale to the dealer. So distributor means directly from the manufacturer he should be appointed, and he will be having the particular brand of drug or medicine. A drug is a term that includes medicine for internal or external use of human beings or animals, or it may be defined as a substance intended to be used for are in the diagnosis, treatment, mitigation or prevention of any disease or disorder in human beings or animals, including preparations applied on human body as insect repellent. Or it may be also defined as substances intended to affect the structure or any function of the human or animal body are intended to be used for the destruction of disease causing vermin or insects in human beings or animals, as may be specified from the time to time by the government by notification in the official gazette, or it may be defined as bulk drug and formulation. So this is the definition of the drug. This already you have studied in the Sutix also. Next is formulation. It means a medicine processed out of or containing one or more bulk drug or drugs with or without the use of any pharmaceutical aids, means excipients, for internal or external use, are in the diagnosis, treatment, mitigation or prevention of disease in human beings or animals, but it does not include any medicine included in the bona fide Ayurvedic, that is Siddha, Unani systems of medicine, any medicine included in the homeopathic system of medicine, or any substance of which provisions of Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940 do not apply. Means formulation is nothing but a dosage form. Next is free reserve. So it means a reserve created by the appropriation of the profits, but does not include reserves provided for contingent liability, disputed claims, goodwill, revaluation and other similar reserves. So free reserve means that will be reserved by the that will be already reserved, and for that there should not be any liabilities. Next is import, means that has to be given free from the government, means it has to be given free only. Import means it is means bringing into India from the other countries outside the India. Next is manufacture. It means any process or part of the process for making, altering, finishing, packaging, labeling, breaking or otherwise treating or adopting any drug with a view of its sale and distribution, but it does not include the compounding or dispensing of any drug or the packaging of any drug in the ordinary course of retail business. So manufacture means in the bulk, it should be in the industry. It is not like the in the retail shop reselling or repacking. So next is the net worth. Net worth means it means the paid up share capital of the company plus free reserve if any surplus excluding outside investment which are not readily available for operational activity. So net worth is the paid up share capital, means the minimum investment what you will be made, that is the net worth. So pre-tax return, it means the profits before payment of income tax and surtax and include such other expenses as do not form part of the cost of formulation. So this tax and all you are going to study in your DSBM accountancy. For the product you should pay the tax and all. So that will be the pre-tax return. Before selling only you are going to pay the tax. So next is the retail price. This is important. Retail price means the retail price of a drug fixed in accordance with the provisions of the DPCO, that is Drug Price Control Order 1995, and includes a ceiling price. Retailers means a dealer carrying the retail business of the sale of the drugs to the customers. Scheduled bulk drug, it means the bulk drug specified in the first schedule. Scheduled formulation means is the formulation containing any bulk drug specified in the first schedule, either individually or in combination with the other drugs, including one or more than one drug or drugs not specified in the first schedule. Sale turnover, wholesaler. So this definition, once you read it, it's not that much complicated. Next is prices of bulk drug. How we are going to fix the price of bulk drug? Under the provisions of DPCO 1995, to achieve the objects of this order, government has power to fix maximum sale price and also to revise the prices of the bulk drug after obtaining necessary information from the manufacturer importer. Means from the government first collect the information from the manufacturer or importer how much the cost of that one, and to that they will add the expenses whatever they are going to pay for the transport, for manufacturing, for other things and all, alteration and all. So then they are going to fix that one. So that how we are going to fix that is, while fixing the sale price of such bulk drugs, the government shall take into consideration a post tax return of 14% on net worth. On the net worth means how much amount, for that 14% tax has to be given, and a return of 22% on capital employed, and 22% the return they are going to get. For a new plant, a return of 12% based on long term marginal costing. If it is a new industry, for the 12% return they are going to get. In case where the production is from basic stage, a post tax return of 18% on net worth or 26% on capital employed they are going to get from the, if it is a basic stage. Depending upon option for rates of return exercised by the manufacturer. So these they should include while calculating the price for the bulk drug. So no person shall sell a bulk drug at a price exceeding the maximum sale price fixed as per the provisions of this order, plus local taxes if applicable. So no one should sell at the more price compared to this one, which will be fixed by the government. After the commencement of this order, if any manufacturer commences production of any scheduled bulk drug, he has to furnish the details in Form 1, and any additional necessary information has to be information to the government within 15 days of the commencement of the production of the such bulk drug. So after this commencement of this order, means this much only the investment you have to do and the taxes you have to get. After that, if you are doing the production of the any bulk drug, means you have to give the details in the Form 1, and it has to be given within the 15 days of the production. After receipt of such information and making necessary inquiry as it deems fit, government may fix the maximum sale price of bulk drug and notify in the official gazette. So once after collecting all the information from the manufacturer, the government will fix the price and it will be published in the official newspaper. If any manufacturer desires revision of maximum sale price of a bulk drug which is fixed under the provisions of this order, he has to make an application to the government in Form 1. Means already the government has fixed the price, but he wants to decrease or increase, means again he has to fill the Form 1 and he has to submit it to the government. Government may then fix a revised price for such bulk drug within a period of 4 months from the date of receipt of complete information from the manufacturer. So once the revision has to be made, means it has to be done in the 4 months from the date of receiving the receipt. Government may also fix or revise the price of any non-scheduled bulk drug in public interest. Manufacturer or importer of such bulk drug shall not sell such non-scheduled bulk drug at a fixed price exceeding the price so fixed or revised. So government may fix or revise the price anytime for non-scheduled drugs. Then the person or manufacturer or importer should not sell at more than that price. Information to be furnished by the manufacturer. So if you are filling Form 1, means what are the information you should give, means for a scheduled bulk drug, if it is a scheduled bulk drug, means if it will be in the schedules, that A, B, C schedules what are there, for that drugs, a list of all scheduled bulk drugs produced within 30 days of commencement of this order, along with the details of the cost of each such scheduled bulk drugs in the Form 1. The details of the cost of each such bulk drug produced, including the bulk drugs which has been produced after commencement of this order, in Form 1 by the 30th September every year. So every year you should give the price of that bulk drug, and if any changes are there, that you have to fill in the Form 1 and you have to submit. If it is a non-scheduled bulk drug, then a list of all non-scheduled bulk drugs produced along with the details of the cost of each of such bulk drugs in Form 2 The details of the cost of each non-scheduled drugs, including such bulk drugs which has been produced after the commencement of this order in Form 2. So, which are the least specific non-scheduled drugs are there that you have to give in the Form 2. For scheduled drug, it will be Form 1. On consideration of certain factors prescribed in the order, in this order, government may direct manufacturers of bulk drug to sell bulk drugs to other manufacturers of formulation. So, in certain factors, the prescribed government may direct manufacturer to give the drug to the other manufacturer also. Power to direct the manufacturer of bulk drugs to sell bulk drugs to other manufacturers of the formulation. When they can tell means to achieve adequate production and to regulate the equitable distribution of bulk drugs, the government has power to direct any manufacturer of any bulk drug and by order to sell such bulk drugs to such other manufacturers of formulations as may be specified in such order after considering the following factors. Means when the government can tell one manufacturer to give the bulk drug to the other manufacturer, means when there is a required more production, then it can tell, and the factors should be the requirement for captive consumption of such manufacturer and the requirement of other manufacturer. So if other manufacturer is requiring, then they have to give, and also if they are capable of giving that much amount by the other manufacturer, then they have to give. Remaining the retail price of formulation, this is very much important. This I am going to explain in the tomorrow's class.